but everything,
yeah.
that's like, okay, new phase, new growth, new era.
So I heard everything today.
Mm.
I was one of the lucky ones to be able to hear it before it actually comes out, which is going to be on February 7th.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. So I heard it and I've been there for the Wallflower
Mhm.
and the demo tape, which is one of my favorites, and all of that. So in that song, I heard the growth. I heard the growth and the maturity, production wise, vocally. And there was this feeling to the song that was just like, I think I kind of know what's going on in her life and it ain't this. So where did the inspiration for that song come from?
Um, Everything. I just really wanted to tell a story about when people be finding love, and then they be like, this is it," and then something happens and it ain't.
Hmm. Which
Uh,
happens all the time.
yeah, so I'm not gonna give away the storyline of the song, but I also am a storyteller. I'm a writer first. I've always been a writer first. So I wrote the first verse, which is, I found the one where everything was fantastic, but then it wasn't. But then I don't tell you why it wasn't. You gotta get to the second verse, and then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
wait a
Like
minute.
it was a movie. It was the song is really a movie.
Yes, it really
Yeah.
is. And it's very angsty and big vocals and harmonies, and like it builds. And that was
Yeah.
what I'd written it. It was produced by the homie down there in Cincinnati. David did that.
Oh, sweet, sweet. Yeah.
Has done Huggy Bear. This is official producer name. That's not what we call him, but Huggy Bear.
Right.
Prescott Johnson produced most of this new project that I have coming on. He's like my Rodney Jerkins right now.
Okay.
But yeah, so I had recorded that. I had already did like a demo version before I ended up going to Baltimore and they heard it. And then when I got into the studio there, I got there. When I came back, I had a sinus infection. It was like when the pollen was snowing that summer. I was super like congested and everything. And I can't believe that it sounds like it sounds the way that I.
No, I'm like, when you hear this song and you
I was
remember that she said that she
unbelievable.
was sick, you are not gonna know. So it doesn't sound like you were sick at all.
I was
And
struggling in there, and they were vocal like pull. No, give me more on this bridge part. No, do something else on that ad lib. And then I'm like, it sounds like I'm screaming, and they're like, good, come out of there.
okay,
And I'm like, oh, okay, that works.
yeah.
So
But
crazy.
so apparently what came across, that reminds me of like, and what's love got to do with it when her mom's like, you got out there screaming like a man. But what came out of it
Yes, exactly that.
was magic, you know. And so obviously it was some people up there that knew what they were doing. And that's one of the things about working with other people who know what they're doing. Because even when you do, it's like when you work out at home,
Mhm.
even though you're sweating, you're not going to work out as hard as you would in the gym with a trainer who knows more about it than you do, telling you what to do. And no, you've got more in you than
Dig
that. You know
deeper.
what I
It
mean?
was very much like you don't even know, your voice can do things, but we're gonna show you some other stuff that you didn't, like help you tap into
Didn't
these
know.
other things and challenge you in here. And that ultimately, in addition to that, helped me as an artist, because now I'm approaching recording a little differently, taking some of that. But when
Yeah.
I do am in my label mode, when that happens, when it's time to get back in the studio, bring in artists, work with artists, I'm going to be producing them with a little bit more
Mhm.
of that because it's
Yeah.
necessary, And
Yeah.
I mean, the song will speak for itself. Y'all hear it.
I was convinced that our love was true. I